Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Triple M here, and today we're talking about T-Mobile home internet once again. And normally when I talk about T-Mobile, it is a positive thing, guys. For the past year, I have been using T-Mobile. It has been really great, guys. Speeds I'm getting is upwards of 400 megabits per second. Downloads, I've seen it up to 50, 60 megabits per second. And overall, I haven't had any issues with dropouts or slow speeds until now. So a couple days ago, I started noticing that my internet was not as fast as it used to be. Did a couple speed tests, and I did some of the other troubleshooting things that I normally do. Rebooted the system, try to move it to different areas. But wherever I moved it to, whether my signal was great or not, it still returned with horrible speeds. And let me run a speed test and show you guys what I'm talking about. Here's my latest speed test, guys. 0.89 megabits per second on the download and 8.3 megabits per second on the upload, and this is very disappointing. It's really a big contrast of what I'm used to, upwards of 400 megabits per second here and at least 20 or so on the upload. Let me just run it live again just to show you guys that this is really slow. And take a look at the ping. The ping is 206, guys. That is ridiculous. Download is doing a little bit better. You can see it's at 9, 10, and this is a good run for me. If I show you guys the history, you kind of see that anything over 3 megabits per second over the past couple of days has been a blessing, in my opinion. So overall, this is unusable in my opinion. So right here I have a before and after of when I had great speeds right here on the left, and currently what my speeds are on the right. I'm gonna go through some of the acronyms here. I'm not gonna get too deep, but a couple things have changed, guys. So we have the RSSI up here, went from -66 to -76. Bandwidth is still the same. The CGI, as you see here, has changed, and this is, I think, where my issue is coming from. Alright, so CGI is a global unique identifier for base transceiver station in mobile phone network. It consists of mobile country code, mobile network code, location code, and the cell identifier. So we can pull up cellmapper.net, and there's a lot of confusion going on, of course, but you can do a lot of cool things. You can see the first part of that number, that 310260, that's going to be the T-Mobile identifier, and then further on it goes to break down the other parts of the CGI. So obviously this is not the same number as it was before. You can see the cell identifier is going to be the same, and then going from there everything is different, which I think is what's causing my slower speeds. RSRQ is also different, RSRP different. The signal to noise ratio is different as well. So let's quickly compare some of the levels here. So the RSSI is going to be just a received signal indicator. It's going to measure the average total received power for the band. So that's kind of going to be the average. But if we go to the chart, we can kind of break it down even more. So the RSRP on the left side is going to be -72. On the right side is going to be -90. So when we look at RSRP right here, -90 is going to be medium or close to weak. The signal to noise ratio, we can see on the fast side is 18, on the slow side is 11.4. Signal to noise ratio right here, more than or equal to 20 is going to be good. So this one right here is about that good, and then 11.4 is going to be in the medium. So for the most part, everything on the slow side kind of went down, and like I said, I do think that they did make some changes on the tower. You can see what I was getting when I was actually a lot faster than I am today. So same comparison here on the 5G side. So we are in the 5G band right now, which T-Mobile internet doesn't strictly just use the 5G, it's a combination, but you can see the differences there, and you can pause the video and just look at the changes that have been made. So having said that, guys, when it comes to my money, when it comes to what I'm paying for, when it comes to the service that I'm supposed to be receiving, when it comes to the quality that I'm supposed to be getting for a certain price, I am not loyal. I am not loyal. I will run around, I will chase whoever's got the better deal. In my opinion, it's all about trying to maximize your money. So before I made the decision to switch back to Spectrum, I did give T-Mobile a call. I spent at least an hour on the phone with them, 2 different occasions, and they weren't able to get the problem resolved. And a lot of you guys may be in the comments chiming in, and I've heard this on different videos, different T-Mobile videos, and I'm hearing the same excuse. We're working on the towers. This should be good in 48 hours. So after they gave that to me twice, I checked again, still was the same issue. We did go through some initial basic troubleshooting steps. As far as resetting the gateway, we did some other things. We did some reboots. They tried to switch towers, but nothing really worked. Whatever they did initially to slow down the internet just kind of stuck, and they did not have an answer for me. And that's when I started calling around. So I reached out to Spectrum, which is the local provider here in my area, and before I did look at their prices. As I got the page up here, you can see that they have three basic packages. They have a 300 megabits per second, 500, and they have a 1 gig. So you had a $49 option, $69 option, or $89 option for the 1 gig. So knowing me, I was paying $50 a month for T-Mobile home internet, and I did not want to pay over that for whatever service I will be choosing. But I also did not want the 300. I wanted the 500 megabits per second. So before we go any further and break down the details of what I'm actually paying now, just know that none of these are contracted. You can cancel whenever you want, or else I wouldn't be with the service. And also there are no equipment fees. So let's break down what they quoted me first. So here's a look of what they first quoted me, and you know that I am not paying this amount for internet. So for the 500 megabits per second, they quoted me at $74.99. However, because this was a new service, there will be a one-time installation fee and also a $5 Wi-Fi charge. And what that is, guys, is but that didn't really interest me. What I was trying to get is a 500 megabits per second at that $49 price point. So after some back and forth, couple calls with a couple departments, and just really just trying to make this deal work, I was able to get them down, guys. So here's the first quote, here's the second quote. So I was able to get them to get rid of the installation charge, which was the $49. Also, I got them to lower the actual service connected cost. So the $74.99, I got them to lower that to $49.99. Also ditched the Wi-Fi, and my new monthly bill for this is $49 a month for 500 megabits per second, and I am connected to it now. So let's see what speeds I'm currently getting. Alright, so you can see there my ping is 15 milliseconds, which is really good. Download is currently 550, 530. Look like it stopped at 533, and upload is going to be around 20, 23 in that range. So overall, really happy with the speeds, and it is better than what I was getting from T-Mobile. So if you guys want to know what I said to Spectrum in order to get them to come down a little bit, drop some of those prices, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll put it right there in the bottom of this video. Also, I just wanted to point it out that I do think T-Mobile internet is a great service. Worked well for me for over a year, so really not knocking them. But whatever changes they made, once they get that ironed out, I'll definitely give them a look again. So moral of this video is that you should always look for a better deal, guys. If you're not happy with something, even if you're happy with something, shop around and see what else is out there. If it's your car insurance, your car payments, your whoever you finance your mortgage with, loyalty shouldn't be a factor, guys. You shouldn't remain loyal to a company when you can get a cheaper price for the equal service somewhere else. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any additional questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.